Welcome to the course. In this lecture, we will be learning about what is data, how we can process data with the help of analytics and its processing platforms, an introduction to analytics, its types and its applications, and the requirements that focus on the development of analytic process model. Module 1, Data Analytics and Overview. The following are the session outcomes. This session summarizes the usage of data and its processing platforms. It describes the analytical process model and its requirements and discuss the major types of analytics and its applications. Now let's come to the term data analytics, which is often used interchangeably with different other processing platforms. The term analytics is often used interchangeably with data science, data mining, knowledge discovery, and other such real-time examples. So here the distinction that has to be made in a clear fashion, because analytics often extract useful business patterns and mathematical decision model for the data in which we have pre-processed at the earlier stages. So here different underlying techniques can be used for the purpose of stemming from variety of disciplines such as statistics, machine learning, biology, and kernel methods. Also, the term analytics differ from mining with respect to the mechanism of identifying new patterns, the scope, the techniques that we use, and the purpose of doing analytics. Here, you must be keen with respect to the clear distinction between the terms analysis versus analytics. In general, the mechanism to leverage customer intelligence and understanding the terminologies that is associated with the customer behavior pattern must be considered during the process of data analysis. Both analysis and analytics works with the intention of driving all the decision with a keen focus on specific application. So, analysis typically looks towards the back over time, that is, whatever happened in the past with a historical view of analysis. Meanwhile, analytics look onward with respect to time in order to model the given data with the aspect of predicting the future pattern in a real-time processing platform. Now you might ask, what is the location or what is the exact place of residence of the data that we use for each level of processing stages while doing analytics? So here, data are the key ingredients for the analytical process. Hence, it is important to thoroughly consider the list of all the data sources of potential interest before starting the process of analytics. So, doing analytics, more the data, results in good analytical models. So while considering this digital era, there exist different forms of storage facilities and different forms of data processing facilities which involves the analysis of real-time data to get processed at different stages in order to satisfy the needs of the business users. So the data at initial level may have inconsistency, may have some incompleteness or missing data or duplication and data merging issues. So throughout the analytical model steps, there exist various data filtering mechanisms which are then applied to clean up and reduce the manageable portion of the relevant size of data. Once the storage platform has been correctly identified, then we have to provide the right access to right data at right time. So the exploration of data with respect to data access at different storage location must be carefully handled, because some storage location may have secure access for the data repository which is used by the same analytical process model. So, the analytical process model may require data of different forms which is stored at different set of locations. Reflection spot, what database did Google use and what technology does Facebook use to store its big data? The answer is Google used Google Big Table to store its database in a multi-processing platform and environment. Facebook used Hadoop distributed file system platform to process its big data. Then here comes the analytical process model. So the analytical process model encompasses different stages in which the data is processed and taken to the next level of evaluation. So for the business problem that is defined, we have to identify all the source data that is needed to fit the potential interest of the model which is to be developed. So this is considered to be the important step, that is an identification of source data analysis, in which we must be very clear what is the key ingredient that is given to the model which will be evaluated during the subsequent step of analysis. So there may be data gathering facilities, a data mart or data warehouse. At this stage, some exploratory analysis can be considered, that is, example, online analytical processing or lab facility to handle multidimensional data. Also, this will be followed by data cleaning, that is identifying missing values, outliers and removing the duplicate data. The next stage is data selection. So at this stage, the analytical model identify the exact pre-processed data that is to be fitted with respect to the model which is being developed. So we must be very clear that identifying the source data, which is the key ingredient, selecting the relevant data exactly suitable for analysis, and then performing data cleaning and pre-processing with respect to various data pre-processing steps. And then data transformation. So here we must identify the pattern in which the data which is to be fed for analysis. For example, in a market-based analysis, one may find different set of items are purchased together. So there may be patterns of interestingness because they provide some validation of the model. So once the analytical model has been appropriately validated and approved, it can be put into production. That is, it can be deployed as a decision support system or an engine to facilitate the automation process. The final interpretation and evaluation lies at the stage where the analytical model can be appropriately monitored and backtested on an ongoing basis. So the following are the types of analytics. So as said by different researchers, different data scientists and experts, there are 5 major categories such as predictive, descriptive, text, social media and survival analytics. So in the category of predictive analytics, the target measure or the target variable will be clearly defined. But in the case of descriptive, which is of unsupervised, the target variable will not be clearly defined, and this analytics involves certain rule mining and segmentation process. The third category, that is text analytics, which completely deals with unstructured text data and semi-structured data such as document collections, log files, mail logs and so on. The fourth category, that is social media analytics, which explicitly derives the network of users in a social media environment. So whatever the media that we use, Facebook, Twitter, arriving conclusion with the social media data at different stages may explore the view of pattern in different forms of interesting measures. And the last type, that is survival analytics, which has been originated from a medical context of origin, which is completely used to estimate the survival rate of patients of different interesting measures. So this survival analytics completely relies with event and the time in which it happens at different stages of analysis. Following are the algorithms that is associated with different types of analytical techniques. So as we start with predictive analytics, which is completely deals with classification by decision trees, rule induction techniques, neural network, nearest neighbor classifiers, and regression analysis models which is of linear or logistic or multinomial. And then we can go for descriptive analytics, that is data clustering schemes are available, association rule mining available, then sequential analysis, that is the event with respect to time can be efficiently analyzed using sequence rule mining. And while considering text analytics, approaches such as sentiment analysis, that is identifying the mood of a user with respect to the domain, can be easily analyzed using different types of approaches available in sentiment analysis and natural language processing. While considering survival analytics, Kaplan-Meier analysis is widely used for different analysis of disease patterns and its trends. Then coming to social media analysis, that is one of the common real-time data analysis that is used in different types of applications, that is Twitter data analysis and multi-format data analysis from Facebook are available with the techniques associated with social media analytics. Here comes the application of data analytics, which is widely integrated with other such disciplines such as security, risk pattern analysis and detection, data prediction in real-time platforms, evaluating the patterns of the associated data with respect to the decision support model that has been developed, generating recommendation system, and one of the most promising application, that is healthcare industry. So this sector uses different types of analytics approaches in different data extraction patterns and the Internet of Things platform. The following is the reference, Analytics in a Big Data World, the Essential Guide to Data Science and Applications, Wiley. Upon summarizing, here we have learnt about what is analytics, what are the types such as predictive, descriptive, text, survival and social media, and what are the key requirements that focus on analytics and the different applications that tends to real-time data processing platforms. Thank you.